Hey guys, this is Rombo, and hope you had a good 4th of July. We're talking ILUS here, we've been talking about for a while. Um, and we've had quite an interesting past week or so. Again, we've been looking at since the June 1st. We had an uptrend, and then we bounced down, and then we came back and we broke all these downward trend resistance lines. And then what happened is we had a strong move up and we broke through all these resistance lines. And then what happened was now we are coming back down and we broke all of the support lines. So basically we've had a consolidation where we came up, down, up, down. Now I was hoping that we would have less of a downtrend here and then bounce and then break through, but that didn't happen. We came all the way back down and we finished luckily right on this upward support line. Why that is very important, because if we break that upward support line, then we could come back down, and if we break 0.0579, which is a very important price to watch tomorrow, then we can start coming back down here at 0.505, and then depending on what happens here, we can consolidate in this area, which is kind of no man's land, because we're under this trend line and we're on top of this downward support line right here. So we could consolidate and then we could actually continue farther down, and if we get below this downward support trend line, it can then trigger quite more of a sale. I don't really see that happening. 0.41 was a pretty strong support, and considering we have been are in a bottoming out phase where we bottomed out here, and then we have a higher low right here and a higher low right here. It is an upward trend move. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will continue that way, but it does give me confidence in that. But that is one scenario that could happen of why this area is so important. Another outcome, and this is what I think will happen, is hopefully, again, this is why tomorrow is so important, because it converges with this upward trend line, support line, and this support line right here. That tomorrow, if we have a green day, then that would give me a good indication that we are then in still in consolidation. Anything on top of that resistance line, support line, and this resistance line right here, this is consolidation area. Actually 0.0505, as long as we stay on top of this downward support line right here. This is a consolidation area. But if we do bounce off of here, that is a good solid retracement. That's looks like it's around 50% retracement, which is a good sign that it had some good rest. And then the marathon has been completed by that move. We've had a nice couple months rest after that marathon, so we're ready for another one, and that's a good sign that we will be going back up. Depending on what is going on, we could maybe I doubt if we test that again and then go through. If we test that again and then we bounce off of that, we have 1, 2, 3 tops. if we have a third top and we get rejected, then I do expect to have a pretty strong move back down. But if we come back up maybe a little bit right here and then maybe test 651 here and then come up and break, that's a really good sign that we are in a really good uptrend. Or we can just tomorrow maybe finish at 0688 and then the next day just power right through and have a good strong move up. So as you see, I bought up here at 0751. Tomorrow, if we have a blue day or a green day, I guess blue for me, I look to average down and buy some here and look forward to a movement up on that. So things are still looking good. Don't worry that we've had 3 days in a row red. That's just a part of the consolidation right here. But this is something that we want to look at tomorrow. I think we're in an uptrend. Now what determines how long we are in the consolidation, I believe, is what happens tomorrow. If we bust up over here over 0651, I think we're going to be breaking that 073 resistance a lot faster than if we continue down to here, and then we might see some movements like this before we finally break out. So if you could get your mind wrapped around all of those arrows and we can figure out what's going on here. Basically what I think is going to happen is we'll either bust up this way or we'll break that downward trend line, and then we could bounce around something like this, or we could break down below this trend line here, and then we could get in trouble, or maybe bounce off of the 041 and then start another move up. But it will just get us to where we want to get going, a little bit longer of a journey to get through. So again, the trend lines that we want to look at here, the numbers is 0579, 0505, I think are the big numbers tomorrow. 0651 would be great. If we broke that again, I definitely would be buying in this area right here. Other than that, if we do break below that line, then I believe that I will wait and see what happens to buy in maybe down here before we start breaking upwards. So that's what I have for us tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be seeing green, and we won't have to worry about any long-term consolidation, but just maybe a slow but sure steady upwards. As long as we stay above this upward support line here, we'll be fine. So tomorrow is a big day. Not necessarily a doomsday if we go down. It's just what I believe is it's just going to take a little bit longer for us to get to where we want to be going, and that's up, especially for me, above 0751, so I can start making money. You guys have a good night, and we'll be talking to you later.